Unchain?
Planned to say it gentler, but yeah, that's... Thought you might object. Aye. What are you plotting?
Many things. How to seize the Temerian crown, how to sell Camoran out from under you. Go already!
Craven's blood, flowing profusely. Trails clear, should lead me to him. Something down there. Can't see a thing. Something down there. Can't see a thing. Light prints. Craven trod carefully. Something down there. Can't see a thing. No bite marks. Morkvark doesn't eat his victims. Strange.
Is it Craven?
No, this one's been here a while.
What? I can't hear you! If you want to chat, come closer.
Her senses are really dulled. Monster tracks. Running. Chasing something. Looks like Morkvark got bored of sneaking around and attacked. Craven was injured, started running. Craven's blood. Craven's blood. Craven's blood. Morkvark doesn't give up easily. Morkvark doesn't give up easily. Morkvark doesn't give up easily. Morkvark doesn't give up easily.
Well, what is it?
What do you know about this garden?
Let me think. That it's dreadfully overgrown.
Cheers.
Safely in mind.
Welcome to the
They say
broadcast.
Freya
Cheers,
herself
Descendant.
planted it. When the world was young, the goddess strode across Skellige,
Cheers.
sowing seeds among the rocks. But Urboros the snake bit a hole in her basket. All her seeds poured from it and landed here. Thus, this garden is bounteous, while the rest of Skellige is barren.
You believe that?
Is that a serious question? Of course not. Favorable microclimate for plant life. End of story.
To transform into a werewolf. It's a dog's life, huh?
Well, there's not a youth out there who doesn't have a wolf in his belly.
Then the curse confined him to this garden? Couldn't really cut his wolf loose.
No question he was top dog here.
Just wolfing things down, or not.
Geralt. That's enough.
Fine. Still had a few good ones at the tip of my tongue.
I'm sure you did. We'll say you won.
I found a corpse. Not Craven's, though.
Uh-huh. And you thought I'd find this interesting because...
Because no bite marks on it. Doesn't seem strange to you?
Zerrikanian cuisine, Dandelion's fame, and shoes with curly toes seem strange to me, yet I don't discuss them with you.
Reading between the lines here, think I'm wasting your time?
I mean merely that we should focus on what's most important at the moment.
All right, going back down.
Be careful.
Something down there. Can't see a thing. Another corpse. No bite marks here either. Lots of prints, old and new. His lair must be nearby. Can't cross that. Gotta go down, provided I can open the sluice. Mechanism looks pretty standard. One lever to choose the sluice gate, the other to work it. Morkvark broke through this door. Must have smelled something beyond it. Symbol of Freya.
It grew back. It always grows back.
Starting to envy you.
Wish to hear a story.
Cheers.
If I have to, I'm all ears.
Cheers.
Warriors came. They knew they could not kill me. So they laid a trap. Chained me down. Locked me in here. Know what I did? I bit my leg off to free myself. Every bite brought pain, and howling, I vomited blood.
Mm-hmm. Biting off your own limbs hurts. Who would have thunk?
You don't understand. This was more. My mouth burned. I shredded them, dashed them to bits, made tiny crumbs of those plowing heroes.
Your story have a point. We're just doing some chest pounding.
The moral is... You cannot kill me. Cannot stop me. I'll not be bound. Break any fetters. The curse. Free me, or I'll return to get you again.
Willing to talk now?
Only now can I. Such is the curse. Makes me bite, scratch, mangle, till I drop. You've got time before the blood's gone from me, and I return. Listen, carefully. Undo the curse. Free me. Finally, I will reward you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Looking for a man named Craven. Apparently came here to kill you.
Seems it didn't work out. Those who come rarely introduce themselves. What did he look like?
No idea.
Then I cannot help you. I've shredded many.
Mentioned a reward of some kind.
Looted, raided, drunk most away, all but one. True treasure hid away. Yours. Just help me.
So, no joy in being a werewolf?
Nay. It's the worst. Not the garden to which I'm bound, even. But the hunger. Anything I devour returns to ash. Ash I cannot eat. I cannot drink. Yet I bloody live and roam and prowl. The hunger is terrible. Terrible. I bite my own flesh. But the smallest morsel burns in my throat.
Everlasting hunger. Classic as curses go. Goes to explain why all those corpses went untouched.
Help, or I'll return to shred you, rip you limb from limb.
See what I can do.
See and do, or I shall return.
See if we can do this the easy way. Morkvarg, of my own free will, I offer you this fare. Now dig in.
Won't turn to ash.
Won't know until you try. Come on, a spoonful for Daddy.
Fuck! This shite again!
Farewell.
See you soon.
Untouched. No sign of feeding. Morkvarg doesn't devour his victims. Strange. Looks like rain.
Key? Raymond? Where's the key? All I have in the chapter house. The crate. But the key? Where's the key? Why so silent, Raymond? You thief. You rogue. You whoreson. You worthless bastard! I will find the key without you, idiot, stupid prick!
Here we are again.
You can end this, or release me.
Have a bite of this. Ought to lift the curse.
Said the same. Last you were here.
Relax. This is different. This'll work.
Better be true, or I'll rip ye, shred ye. Ah! What did you do?
That was your own flesh. Far as I know, Curse doesn't allow for that.
Orson, you tricked me, deceiver!
Hardly. Wanted me to lift the curse? Well, you're welcome. Ideal friend. Patient, doesn't mouth off. Bones fell through the crevice years ago. Craven's blood. Prints lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten, preferred to drown. Roots. Right under Yen. Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt, you scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Craven's blood. Craven's blood. Damn. Dead. Has been for a while. Yen, found him.
And?
And I've seen rot fiends in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Take it you've got a plan?
No, I just like to stare at rotting flesh. We'll talk when you get here, all right?
That's Yen. Charming as ever. Come on, someone wants to meet you.
Putrefaction set in. But the vocal cords are intact. We might still get something out of him.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk. Even a corpse. One must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
So is premarital sex. But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Black magic's no joke. Casting those spells never ends well. Never.
I don't like it any more than you do, believe me. But the thought that Ciri is in danger, I like that even less.
I understand. Still doesn't give us the right to...
Geralt, please. This is not the time to debate ethics.
Need any ingredients for the spell?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Mind trying again without the sarcasm?
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist. All I need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power to revive a corpse.
Geralt, you're getting on my nerves. I offer you solutions, you try to poke holes in them.
I'm not poking holes. Just thinking about the consequences. How about you? Given them any thought?
No. Geralt, I'll say it again. We're short on time. Ciri is short on time. Fine. You busy yourself pouting. I'll handle the rest. Selene, Selene, Defrain! Selene, Selene, Davidar! Are you Craven of Lofoten?
No, I have a name. I am Scarlet.
You died in battle. You've recovered.
Geralt, this is not the time to cheer up a corpse. A young woman. Ashen hair, green eyes. What happened to her?
She's wise. They cursed me!
I don't care about that. What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No!
Speak! Speak!
She fell! Almost drowned!
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bro.
Help me. Help us both. Ciri. Zirel. Can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you now. We will meet beneath drowned dead rock. Can you remember? Repeat it.
Drowned... dead rock.
You're awake. And I thought you'd...
Where am I? And who are you?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofoten. They call me Skjal.
But... how'd I... what?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
And where is he? My... friend?
Stepped out a while ago. Said he needed to find a boat. Why does he wear that mask? Something not right with his mug?
No. He simply doesn't like others to see it. How long did I lie there?
All day nearabouts. 'Twas morn when we brought you in. Night's near come now.
Damn. Too long.
You needed the rest. Desperately. Been through a lot, eh? Got some nasty, fresh-looking scars.
What's this? Did you undress me?
I had no choice. Soaked through you were, and I had to see if you had any wounds that needed tending.
And if my breasts needed smearing with fox tallow?
Nay, that was Mum and Sis. I'd never dare. I swear. On my honor.
Easy. I believe you. Help me stand.
I don't think you should...
Less talk, more giving me a hand. Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship. Come, we're off to the sauna. Where? Why is your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing. Really, there's no need. I feel fine now. Hey! Fine? You can't stand on your own 2 feet. And it's no surprise with your muscles frozen stiff. But don't you worry. Mum and I will take care of you. I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You'd best take a horse.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish-posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on. That man in the mask, he's from afar, isn't he?
Oh yes, from very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
If my arm hurts, good. Means your muscles are working. And mind the string don't catch on your nose. Ah! I know!
See Snorri strutting around the fire, leaving the door.
All right, in you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so. Let's go. I'm getting goose pimples.
Finally. I was so worried you'd...
Ach, Mum, you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. What's on your thigh, child? Not a bruise.
This? No, it's a tattoo.
So it is. A red rose. It mean anything?
It's a souvenir of someone special who's dead now.
I picture it already. You were promised to a handsome lad. He gave you a red rose before sailing off, but the cruel sea swallowed him.
Close.
Child. Those bards have stuffed your head with their foolish romances. Here we are, gabbing away. Steam's gone. Gotta douse the coals.
You know, I don't really have a home. I'm a traveller.
Ah, that's right. Where was your ship headed?
Ship?
We fished you out of the sea. We thought you were in a shipwreck.
Yes, my ship. We set sail from Novigrad.
And what brings you to Skellige?
I'm here looking for someone.
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Why?
It'd break Skjal's heart. He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like you was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skjal?
To be honest, I prefer women.
Oh, now I see. The Skald sings true. Love bears many guises.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this hole? We're all related 3 times over and the air stinks of fish.
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofoten groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down and be quiet. Child, Skjal's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water. It'll do you good.
I suppose. Why not?
Head through the door and you'll see the pier. Be careful, it's slippery.
Thank you once more.
And once more, there's no need. God's bless your journey. Wish you luck.
Regards to your father. Regards to your father.
Storms are coming. Gotta go to your mum. Tell her to take...
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
I'm not in that much of a hurry. Your first kiss, wasn't it?
Of course it weren't. Aye. Me first.
We don't have much time. But it's enough for you to learn a few things.
Run for your lives!
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
Looks like I'm about to fight the wild hunt. Cheers.
Cheers.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
You should stay. See to Astrid, your mum.
Afterwards. Once I'm sure you'll make it. Let's go! Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't look back!
Faster, they're catching up!
Games which says Triss is with me and she's talking to me and she's not even with me right now.
You cut out, sorry.
It's okay. Triss is glitched out on the wall back at the beginning of this mission, but yet I can still hear her talking like she's right beside me.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
What became of that creature? Where is he?
Stop!
What?
Saw him and Jonas, but he sold him.
To whom?
Don't know.
Begone.
Tell them.
I'm right back.
Clear my name.
Begone, I say.
Yen, are you all right?
I'm fine now. The spell. Imagine putting wriggling cockroaches in your mouth, or swimming in manure. That's more or less how it felt.
Could have shown some sympathy for the boy.
That was no boy, Geralt. It was a hunk of rotting, rancid flesh that spoke through my magic.
Didn't just speak. It howled in pain.
I know it seemed real, but it was no longer human. Do you understand?
What happened to the garden?
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No. I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes. Geralt, I know we should talk.
Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't
Don't you dare try to calm me. We've every right to be furious. Furious! And you will pay for this.
I'm sorry.
Is that all? Will you say nothing else?
Nothing that would help.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Scal told us.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skjall saw on the beach. That's what I think. You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know, buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling a normal conversation with it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. All will be well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle. Now, tell me, do you... No, never mind.
You were gonna ask me something. What was it?
Tell me, do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That... well... she's been transformed by some curse?
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt, we must.
Might be. From what I know, she was looking to cure a powerful curse while in Novigrad. But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happens. Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared. Again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe and sound. That I promise you.
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Fine. Larvik. See you there soon.
Thank you. For that, and for your help in the garden. I'd not have managed without you.
It was nothing.
Geralt, you know me. I'm rare to praise, but when I do, it is sincere.
that...
You best take that back.
You defiled sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Whoa!
Ye ain't welcome here, witch. Swords on his back.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis. A specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Are you back yet?
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Nowhere to look? For the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindisfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Cross artistry, tiger, steel-clad from head to toe. Not one of them came back
See, you've
alive.
managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you with?
Nothing at the moment. Farewell. Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Last night was...
Yes? Yes? The ship carrying the gin sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No. Geralt, how long must I wait? Are you ready to sail?
Not sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Assad I cried a Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you? How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up. Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? Then a palace? Then a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Sorry, y'all, I had to reload that because there was a glitch where those drowners were blocking the boat from going anywhere.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Yep, it fixed the glitch.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? Then a palace? Then a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there. Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haemai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haemai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Arrows stuck in the side, the kind Pharaoh folk use. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere. You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember. though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is. Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Should belong to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship. See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half. No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half.
Hey, buddy.
What's up? Cheers. One thing I was gonna tell you on that one mission when when Triss is about to leave. If you really want to be with her, you might have to go ahead and say I love you. If you do, just go ahead and say I love you, but just don't try to have sex with Yennefer at that point. You said you're gonna do a new game plus playthrough, so you can go through it the other way then. All right, I'm shutting up now. I'm going back on mute. Let me know if you need help, and cheers.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this djinn?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
Won't worm your way out of it. Not this time. Tell me the truth or I'll leave.
You needn't resort to blackmail. You would have learned eventually.
True, but after the fact. I want to know now.
How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit
So
of
if I don't tell
mischief by a
Triss
djinn.
that I love her right here, she's gonna leave,
it.
right?
This is about my last wish?
You asked that Jin.
But I can let her leave.
What are the choices you have?
To ask this one to take
Farewell, Triss, or stay with me.
Stay. I would go with stay with me. Then tell me what she says. And what your response is. Choices are.
Okay. It's done.
Well, when you said stay, what did she say?
Nah.
She said no?
Yeah, she said no. She said we had our chance. It's over. It's done with. Let it be.
No.
So I said okay, you know.
No, what was the other choice, though?
I love you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, was you should have said I love you. Now, you can reload that if you want. Or you'll probably get a chance to tell her I love you later. Just don't tell Yennefer I love you.
Yeah, if I tell her I love her now, then I can't hook up with Yennefer later.
Yeah, you will get a chance to hook up with her. Y'all will bang and stuff. Just, you don't ever at any point tell her you love her. Make sure that any missions you do with Triss are the one you tell her you love her.
So I can keep telling Triss I love her and keep sleeping with Yennefer? That's pretty fucked up.
No, I'm saying the next time that you see Triss, she will come back. So make sure that during none of the missions, that especially the one where you're going after a djinn, which is a genie, with Yennefer, do not tell her you love her.
But I can still sleep with her.
Yes, you will have slept with her by then.
As long as I didn't say anything. But if I say I love you to Triss right now, I can't sleep with Yennefer later without being a fucking asshole.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not gonna tell her I love her right now.
Yeah, when she comes back,
I want Geralt to hook up with Yennefer and Triss before he makes his mind up.
Yeah, and then next playthrough, you'd basically do the same thing. You wouldn't tell Triss you love her, and then you would hook up. You'll have a mission you can do with Yennefer where you can say I love you. And that's when you tell her I love you, and then that you're locked into that.
Yeah.
You try to tell them both. You try to tell them both, and at the end they're going to come into your room like they're both going to be. And when you wake up, you're going to be tied, and they're going to leave you forever for being a dick.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes, that's exactly. I tried that the first time. Thank God I had a back save.
You sneaky fuck. Oh no, they're not gonna know. It's just a game. They're not gonna know. Well, you just wake up one morning and they're like, yeah, you're fucked, buddy. We called you on it. We've been talking behind your back for a while. Oh shit.
Yep. Cutscene. But yeah, you're right.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth.
Alright, cheers. I'm going back on mute.
Cheers.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Yep.
One question I have: did you did you let her go through a lot of the interrogation when she's being interrogated? Like you're turning her in as she's your prisoner, or did you go in and stop the torture pretty quickly?
This one might have granted his wish and perverted
they threatened to cut her tongue out, and I said you're not gonna fucking touch her. Or something like that.
Yeah. If you let her go through it for a little bit, she comes back out and all her fingernails have been ripped off. I was like, ugh! And I backed that save up and just killed the motherfuckers.
Holy fuck, really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. There's so many different variations. That's not counting towards the amount of endings in this game. Those are just choices that will affect certain parts of the game. Much like I told you, if you see an abandoned village and you clear it out of the bandits that have occupied it, villagers will come back. It doesn't change the ending, but it changes sub parts of the game.
Okay.
So cheers. I'm about to do this mission basically where I tell Yennefer I love her, and I'll be back in a minute. Let me know if you need any help.
I beat that vampire in the cellars pretty easy.
Yeah, that motherfucker's no joke, ain't he? I want you, when you do your new game plus, you can change the difficulty if you want, but put it on Death March and see how, because you always love to play on the hardest difficulty. Try this motherfucking game on Death March and see how quickly you change it. At least down 1 to Blood and Broken Bones. Because Death March ain't no motherfucking joke. You gotta be on top of your shit. Best armor, all your potions, all the decoctions you need. I mean, you gotta be on it. And you'll never platinum it if you can't beat it on Death March, I think. Has to be Broken Bones or Death March, but maybe just Death March. Alright, anyways, I'm going on mute.
Alright.
We should explore the ship.
Also, real quick, I'm just going to say one last thing. When you probably already know this, but when you're doing missions, like let's say there's one mission later, you're going to go into a garden. Get all the motherfucking herbs you can, shit like that, you know, because okay, alright, I'm on mute now.
Nothing interesting here. Nothing here. Interesting. Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Mage must have slept here. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Wonder what this means. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Nothing interesting. Nothing here. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea. Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame djinn. Rif kaishta en daya. Kaishta en despair. Gevired mig hassel.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him by throwing him with a spear.
Care to trade places?
Step.
What are you going?
Summon.
Tame.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I throw him with a spear.
Care to trade places?
Just a bit more. I can feel his strength waning. Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Damn, that genie was tough to fucking fight.
Storm's over.
Yes.
Was he?
It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
Cheers.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Cheers.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a djinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, I never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me, that I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jin might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Geralt?
So, feel any different after our encounter with the Djinn?
Yes. Now I feel... regret.
Mean to say that...
That I regret we didn't try that earlier. Much earlier.
Think we would have argued less?
Quite the opposite. But the other moments would have been more intense as well. Moments like this.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the Hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eridan's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the Hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
Why didn't you look for me, after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eredin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage
Cheers.
to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
What did Eredin want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with him.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eredin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
When the hunt had you, hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, Red Riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it. Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
You see the white-haired fellow seems dangerous, but with an eyes or something. Wonder what type he'd be. See my plans? He's wrong. Bottom's almost flat.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
One question when you're not busy.
What's up?
I'm just making sure you are, because when I first played, I didn't do it a lot, but I started dipping my oils in the proper oils that I created according to my bestiary.
Yeah.
Like when I fought that Katakan in the basement, I had vampire oil on my sword.
I didn't have anything on mine. I murked him.
I'm just saying.
I think it's just because he's 2 levels lower than me.
Okay.
I do everything
It
at
helps
least
out
too
a
low
lot.
now. The oils, definitely.
Yeah.
I had to use them earlier with something. I can't remember what it was.
Gotcha. Did you use it with that shrieker? I don't know if you had any oil or not for that one, but... Anyways, I'm going back on mute.
Okay.
So, what's it to be? Gonna tell us where your pudding is?
Sure.
Like to... Farewell.
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears.
Tisn't easy, not at all.
Excuse me.
Show me what you... See ya.
Ah! I'll tell you where the loot's at. Your man split the loot between us long ago.
Could you?
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma. Gonna take him with me.
Believe you meant to say you've come to ask my permission to take him. I am in charge now, so...
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But then I'll bring your enlightened reign to an end. An abrupt and premature end.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. and a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Cheers.
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Cheers.
Bring him back, though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door. Now. Hey, little guy.
Well, I failed a quest, so I've got to go back and reload and redo it. Failed following the thread, so I always like to reload if I can.
One?
I don't know, but I like to do them anyways.
Hmm.
But I can't just quit right now, otherwise it'll end the broadcast.
Fair enough.
And the bribe and we
As you...
I did not.
No courtesies needed? Perfect. But remember, I'm not your soldier, or page, or dog, so don't give me any orders.
Would you prefer I order my guards? Look around. I need only beckon.
Geralt.
Now report. I give you... I hope...
Listen.
It's a Listen, you...
Siri...
The wild...
Where they were...
Yes?
Who helped...
And in...
Listen.
Can you...
I've got an orange exclamation mark on my map. I usually have yellow ones. Oh.
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order. This audience is over.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours.
I merely know when I can indulge, unlike some other...
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this? We can fight... Oh, and...
Don't worry.
Take care.
Wait. Here, probably.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man...
There's like 4 loading screens that happen after this, and I gotta reload it. The quest was follow the thread. Help me remember that.
So we took Uma to the home of the
thread. Okay, but why do I have orange exclamation marks all of a sudden when I've never seen them before?
Oh, that's all. I was on mute, sorry. I would go investigate it. I can't remember what those are.
Oh, I have following the thread too. I could do that right now. Huh. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'd go investigate it and let me know, because I've either seen them and I don't remember, or I've never seen one.
And you... No.
Oh, that's why. It's an add-on, and it's orange because it's higher than what I can do right now. I don't know why it's not a red skull. But I just went over the mission, and it's a, it's one of the Hearts of Stone ones. Or Blood and Wine ones.
Okay, gotcha, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna love those DLCs, man. They're fucking great. I'd do Blood and Wine first, personally. Unless you want to know more about that man at Gaunter O'Dim. So I gotta do follow the thread.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest
Cheers, and I'm going back on mute.
Of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Cheers.
You!
Oh! Ow! Oh.
Whoa, this guy's got a ton of Gwent cards on him. Holy wow.
You need someone to get
Well,
rid of.
yeah, I'd buy them all then.
I am. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Get 19 cards. That's awesome.
I could talk to this.
Too bad he don't receive
So what do you do exactly?
delivers relief on behalf of the city council, flour and groats for the paupers.
Supervises.
Exactly.
I aim to hunt down this monster.
Best hurry then, some other bloke's already after it.
Who took the contract?
Didn't see the man. Was just told some brave fool turned up.
Any eyewitnesses to these attacks?
No, just the bodies. Beast appears only at night. Chooses isolated victims.
When did you find the last victim?
Just last night. Hubert, a beggar, but a decent man. him sleep in the shed from time to time. That one on the right. Eustace hasn't come for the corpse yet. It's lying in there where I found it.
Thanks. So long.
Ah!
Not the marks of a Garcane or a Fletter. Blood, but not human. Monster was wounded. Blood's all sucked out. A lesser vampire?
Joints are aching.
Seems like it had lost some strength. Was sneaking along the shoreline.
Whoa there! Greetings! Ooh. Ah!
Tracks end here. Ought to look for prints on the other side. Rat corpses. Not a drop of blood left in him. Gotta be an Ekimara. Greetings, Lambert.
Damn, it's good to see you, Wolf.
Decide to do some hunting in Novigrad? For as I remember, you never liked this city.
Still don't. Thing is, I got a certain matter to take care of.
If you do, I suggest following the thread. It's a pretty cool mission.
Okay.
What have you been up to? Any luck on the path?
A lot, in fact. Quite the takings in Lan Exeter. Was asked to hunt down a giant who turned out to be a forest troll, and some bandits.
Bandits?
Came as a package with the troll.
The matter you mentioned. Anything I can help with?
Maybe. But we'll talk about that later. Got a reward to collect. I'm kinda in a hurry. Let's say you've earned half. What the hell?
Let's go.
So?
What do you think? We did what we had to do. Time to pay up.
Wait here, I'll go see the supervisor, get your reward.
Do that ourselves. No reason you should abandon your post.
Can't argue with reason. Go on in.
We dealt with the monster at the docks. Here for our reward.
Witches? Since when do you travel in pairs?
A lot of dangers lie in wait for a lone witcher. Bandits, for example.
I advise you to change your tone.
Where's Yad Karadin? Talk.
Who?
Trust me, Geralt, this is important. There's something I gotta know.
Just by mistake came across the feline sword or diagram sword or
before
whatever.
I lose my temper.
Where's Yad Karadin?
Sweet.
Asking you for the last time.
Guards! To the dungeon with them!
Fuck, they got me. There was 3 of them surrounding me at one time. When you launch into those battle scenes all of a sudden, you gotta be fucking quick.
Which one do you gotta be quick?
When you go from those dialogues straight into combat sequences and there's like 3 people and shit, you gotta be ready to go.
Well, these guys are new neckers. Do they bite your neck or something? Why are they called neckers?
I can't remember. You can read about them in the Beast Diary. I usually read about all the monsters to try and learn about them. I really recommend it. It tells that they're weak against too. One real quick thing they added on with the DLC. You can now dye your Witcher colors to change your Witcher color armor.
Think? We did what we had to do. Time to pay
Well,
up.
that's cool.
Wait here, I'll go see the super...
Do that. We dealt
Witcher. I advise.
Lambert, calm down.
Trust me, Geralt, this is important.
I do.
Where's...
God?
Time to end this.
This guy's more trouble than the Ekimara.
Carradin's disappeared. I swear. The others too. I only know of Vienne.
What about Vienne?
She drinks at the Seven Cats. There day and night.
See? You can be helpful.
You crazy? What the hell are you doing?
I can explain everything. More guardsmen will show soon. Let's go. Meet me at the Seven Cats. Tell you everything there.
The Tavern Vienne frequents?
Yeah, see you later.
Cheers. Excuse me.
All right, high time you explain some things. Why'd you kill Lund? What's this all about?
Want the short version or the long one?
Let me hear the whole thing.
I had a friend. Aiden was his name.
You had a friend?
Oh, you're fucking hilarious. I met him soon after I'd accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Ogre of Elander. Aiden had been hired to kill it. He was a witcher from the School of the Cat.
As far as I remember, the ogre was killed in the end.
Yeah. After it gutted my employer, we really didn't have a choice. I cut a deal with Aiden. We joined forces, split the reward for killing the ogre between us. After that, we worked together a lot. Hands down the best man I'd ever met. I mean, I like you, you know that. Still, no comparison.
What happened to him?
Some time ago, Aiden took on a contract to lift a curse off a duke's daughter. It was a political mess from the start. Then there was hatred for the School of the Cat to deal with.
They worked hard to deserve that hate. Basically turned hired assassins.
Aiden wasn't like that. Anyway, some of the Duke's courtiers had designs. Weren't at all keen on the curse being lifted from the Duke's firstborn. So a band of trained assassins ambushed Aiden. Murdered him. Our dear supervisor was one of them.
And you had Carradin?
The assassin's leader. And the one to deal the mortal blow.
Sorry about your friend.
Don't need your sympathy. Just your help. We have to talk to Vienne. Must have had enough to drink by now. Let's go.
Vienne.
What do you want?
We want to see Yad Carradin.
Now, why would I help you?
My friend's very determined. Just saw him kill a man who refused to help us contact Carradin.
You think you scare me? I don't give a fuck what happens to me. I was part of Carradin's band, but when was that? I don't know where to find him. I've fallen out with a lot. Besides, he's no longer chummy with his old mates. Word around town is he's changed.
Carradin's changed? What do you mean?
He's dropped all his old connections. stopped taking on petty killings. He's hidden himself away in some hole. Must be planning something big.
Who else was in Caridin's band?
Aside from me, Sleaze, Hammond and Lund, but they've scattered all over the world. Sleaze went to Tresegor, Hammond to Skellige, and Lund...
Lund's dead.
Finally met his match. Well, you've only Hammond or Sleaze to talk to then.
What about you? What's your story?
Scoia'tael. Unit was decimated, so I joined Caridin. They never treated me as an equal. No. I could hit a sparrow from 100 paces, but I was never good enough for Caridin. He always preferred that cunt Sleaze.
You have a hand in the murder of the Witcher Aiden?
Perhaps. I don't remember.
We need information about Hammond.
Caridin's right-hand man once. When the band broke up, he went back to Pharaoh whence he had come. He's a pirate now. Even the Jarls treat him with respect.
This, Sleaze. Where can we find her?
She's done well for herself. Runs a brothel in Tresegor, the kind rich men frequent. Or suck information out of them. Then she sells it.
Name of this brothel?
The Black Lily. Sleaze always did have horrible taste.
Satisfied?
She doesn't know anything. We need to talk to Hammond and Sleaze.
Don't go looking for Caridin. If he senses you nipping at his heels, he'll kill you without batting an eye.
We'll see. As for you...
Do whatever you think's right, Lambert. Not here to preach morals.
Do what you think is right? Only one thing worse than cold-blooded murder. Hypocrisy. Informers, racists, snitches.
Vienne, bloody hell, what is it?
They've come for me, Baron. I told you someone would, sooner or later.
Nessa 10.
Shit. Bad idea.
Come on!
There's some sort of...
You gotta help me.
Damn it, I didn't get to loot him.
You sail to Skellige. Try to squeeze something out of Hammond. I'll go to Tredegor and meet Sleaze.
Lambert, let's talk about this.
No, let's not. This is one of those situations. Serious situations when you don't ask unnecessary questions and just help your friend.
Where'll we meet once I'm back?
At the Nowhere Inn.
All right, I'm off. Good luck.
I think out of all the broadcasts, out of all the playthroughs I've done on this, I've never done that mission, so I highly recommend doing it. And what's up to everybody that's just joined? Welcome to the broadcast. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to say hello on the comments. I'm playing with my boy Descendant, and I've got my phone up on YouTube to respond to any comments or questions. Other than that, enjoy the stream.
Definitely do that mission.
He burst a vessel. Sir, spare me a copper, for a buy of bread. I swear it.
No stranger to the bottle, eh?
Boars. Boars everywhere. arms stuffed to the rafters. Feeling slather from the saddle.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive...
Have you got a second real quick?
...was the key to finding the young
When you get to the Skellige, finally, there's going to be a blacksmith you come across that's right next to a fast travel point. He has shitloads of money that you can offload shit to him real quick. Pull it out of your stash, fast travel to him, you know, you get what I'm saying?
Okay. I will. Check it out when I go to Skellige.
He can also craft a lot of legendary shit. He can't do Grandmaster, though. So, no, actually, he can't do your Witcher gear. Only Hattori and that dwarf and Velen can.
Yeah.
And there's going to be one mission where you're going to have to slay a giant. It's awesome. I haven't done it yet either. On this playthrough, I mean.
That actually sounds fun.
Maybe a nice little axe. It's adornment. Melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for cutting, not living. Sweet.
Wouldn't.
Ah! Watch it.
Or if he's as strong as he looks. Adventure seeker.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Go back.
Siren Den. Gotta ruin it for them.
Come on.
Huh, I killed an abandoned site full of sirens, but they didn't refill. Maybe it will later. It's supposed to happen immediately.
Weird.
Let's see if I can find a harbor. Yep, there's one right there.
I'm almost back.
Almost back to what?
To playing. I'm not at the TV right now.
Another thing to remember is that your oil runs out after so many hits or charges.
Failed again?
What? I said your armor, your oil runs out after so many hits.
Okay. Now I'm back, because every time I say that, yeah, I be in and then you start talking and cut out.
I was saying that when you oil your sword, it's going to it's going to wear out after so many hits or charges. It will say how many charges it has next to it. When you oil it, it'll say 20 or 40, depending on how much you've done with it.
I'll be back.
Ooh, I just lopped a motherfucker's head off. Ooh. Oh, that was so vicious. Cut that arm off. You ain't shooting that fucking bow no more, buddy.
Alright, I'm back.
Gods of the sea, I've never begrudged you no gifts. Grant me another victory, so I can make you another offer.
Don't mind me.
Fuck, what now?
Heard you were in Carradin's band.
Fucking say what you want. Come on, spit it out, you arse-licking bastard.
Cheers.
I'm looking for Yad Carradin.
And just who the hell are you?
A friend of a friend. I'm looking for Carradin. Thought maybe we could make some sort of deal.
Cheers. Our business robbing some Novigrad pricks the wrong way. Allowing gills. Come on, what are you waiting for? Kill the fucker!
You'll never learn.
eye on me all you want there, buddy. Chop you into 4 pieces before you pull your sword out.
Oh, that was beautiful. Slow-mo arm cutting off. That was great. Oh, and also on Death March, meditating does not heal you.
Hold on a sec, please.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying?
I was saying on Blood and Broken Bones and Death March, I think, it does not help you. Meditating does not heal you.
I'm not surprised. I believe that.
Come on.
Oh, I'm overweight. Shit, gotta lose something.
Oh yeah, and the Get Junior mission's long done and gone now, and it never told me to search his house. So
I think did you blow up that wall and get that treasure chest behind it? The one you said you could see through the bars?
Yeah, because I couldn't get through the bars, and it never told me to go back there. So no, I did not get it.
Well, you should still have a School of Cat thing. Or eventually you'll buy one and it will lead you to that. Eventually.
Okay.
You can get back there.
Okay. Yeah, no worries then. If I can get back there, then I don't care. I'll go back there later.
But I did School of Cat the first time. That's my guy with the hood. I'm going with the School of the Wolf this time because that's where Geralt went.
Okay.
I like that armor, and also like the Ursine, the bear armor. But it's like real heavy for tankish style. It's like, it looks like a trench coat. It's pretty cool. But let's see here. The reason he wears a hood like that is because the School of Cat eventually turned assassins.
Instead of Witchers?
Well, they were Witchers still, yeah, but they became assassins instead of killing monsters. So, you know, it kind of...
Essentially, that makes them not Witcher anymore, right?
Right, exactly.
Like
what the Predators would call a bad blood. But it's cool.
They turned their their ways and did things differently.
It's cool. It's cool. The lore, especially if you do following the thread mission.
I do read the bestiary here and there.
Well, and you'll hear it in following the thread too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I feel like it's easier to traverse around now that I have all these posts done.
Oh yeah. When you first get to Skellige,
when I picked it back up, I was running everywhere.
Right. When you first get to Skellige, you'll be able to buy from one of the merchants like a shitload of maps.
Oh, okay. Oh, do those maps give me a fast travel points and shit right away?
In Skellige, yes, they do.
That's all right. I'm okay with that.
Yep, I bought every damn one as soon as I could. You just have to read them, I think.
Alright. I had 22 of the same book that I sold to some guy a little while ago.
Yeah. That's what I do.
I was wondering where all my inventory was going, and I looked in my book area and went down one page and was like, holy shit. There's a bunch of dead people around and blood and all that stuff, and this guy's just casually sitting there fishing with all of this stuff around him. Burning, dead bodies, all of it. He's just fishing, keeping to himself. Wow.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Another thing that sucks is it costs a lot of money to craft.
I did notice that.
And the only shit's worth crafting is Witcher shit, in my opinion.
Say that again?
The only thing worth crafting is Witcher gear, in my opinion, because it is you are a Witcher after all.
True. Lower level things don't drop as much for me anymore. Oh. I'll be right back.
So long.
How can...
Got some...
You've come to...
By order of the hierarch, whosoever conceals a mage in their home... Look awfully suspicious to me.
Blood on your swords!
Top not...
second sword. Is it in case the first one breaks?
What the hell took you?
Pretty likely Carradine lives in Novigrad, and he never severed ties with Hammond. They're actually in business together.
Learned something too. He trades in live goods on the sly. Owns a ship called the Pearl of the Coast. Runs between here and Skellige. Changed his name too, to Roland Truger, who officially is a respected Novigrad trader and philanthropist. Has a residence in Gildorf.
Anything on Celise?
Well, didn't have you there to stand up for her.
All right, let's pay Carradine a visit.
I think I know how to get in. I got a plan.
If your plan doesn't include dealing with an escort of guardsmen, best revise it. Calm now. Let them start it.
You're expected. Come in.
Make yourselves at home. He's a witcher.
Very true. Allow me to introduce my wife, Letitia, and my two little tots. You know who I am, and I've heard of you. You've been asking many questions about me. That always draws my attention.
What school do you come out of?
Should I kill these elves for this witcher contract?
So few of us left.
Hang on a second. What was the question?
Should I kill these elves? The witcher contract had me go into the woods, and it ends up being a bunch of elves that are ransacking and killing all the transports.
Well, I mean, you did take on a contract, bro. What good's a witcher if he doesn't fulfill his contract? I mean, unless it was something way more terrible, I would change my mind. But if they've been murdering and shit, then they could have found a better way to do it, I guess.
Witchers can't have children.
But they can have wards, or take in a woman along with her children, embrace them as their own.
I could understand a witcher becoming a hired assassin, but a merchant?
Why ever not? Not one among us doesn't dream of changing our life.
It won't let me carry a weapon right now.
They say no witcher has ever died in his bed.
That's weird.
They fucking took it from me.
Oh, you should have. I would have never. I'd have said over my dead body. That's what I chose.
My friend needs to talk to you.
Lads, take the children and Letitia and leave us. Our guests wish to speak to me. I'm all ears.
Talk to him, Geralt. If I do, first word he says to me, I'll lose it and throttle the fucker.
Nice place you got.
As it turned out, I have a flair for enterprise. Now I have coin enough to provide my family with the finer things in life.
With some left over for philanthropy.
Miss Marabella's institute does not scorn small donations. Neither does the city's Widows and Orphans
Okay,
Relief Fund.
I beat them all to death.
Hey,
Your wife know who you were.
Take my
We
shit.
are thoroughly honest
I'll
with
light
one
you on
another.
fire and
Harbor
beat you
no
to death.
secrets. She prays for me each day. You know what? I think it's working.
Fucking hell.
Relax, Lambert.
I confessed all just before we pledged to marry one another. Began a new life that day, with a clean slate.
Remember Aiden? A witcher. Murdered in Elander. Guessing the killers were paid well.
I remember him as I remember all the others, with the deepest regret. Yet Aiden was different in a way. Contrary to rumor, we did not set out to kill him. We were forced to when he attacked us.
What's your version of the story?
Aiden had accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Duke's daughter. He took the coin, bungled the job, then left, once the girl passed on.
You lie.
We were not to kill him, we were debt collectors. He'd spent the coin already, so we demanded his swords. When he refused, tempers flared. The Yen, positioned as a sniper, lost her nerve. Hit Aiden square in the eye. Later, she devised her own version of the story. To silence her guilt, I expect.
I've heard enough.
What now?
You've changed. You have.
Forgiveness. It's my sole aim now.
You're buying this bullshit? Bastard's lying his ass off.
Leave him. Let's go.
You off your fucking nut?
Lambert, this is one of those situations when you have to realize you're pissed as hell, rein it in, and trust your cool-headed friend. Let's go.
For fuck's sake, Geralt. Don't know that I'll be able to forgive you.
I said let's go. You can always come back.
Thank you.
Explain yourself.
Don't intend to. Just felt Carradine didn't deserve to be murdered in cold blood. If you feel otherwise, you can always go back. Without me.
I feel like beating the shit out of you. See you later. Someday.
So long, Lambert.
There was a lass wandered round here, giving us the evil eye.
I've had enough of living.
Got my eye on you.
Get back.
Of the White Wolf? What do you seek here, stranger?
Take it easy.
How can I help?
What do you... Take care.
So you're a man well traveled, so tell me. I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Think I got scabies.
Not about, but sing it, you Thank you.
Can we kill them all?
Get out of my sight.
I'm Sergeant Hart.
Brick.
No, not about to bring him back. Open the door, now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on.
If you're there, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts.
Get up here.
What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for
Come on.
anything.
Come on.
You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
What's the max level in this?
Like I'm at 86 on my highest playthrough.
Okay, so what I'm wondering is when I look at said things like the cat diagram thing, right?
The cat
it's
diagram.
Nowhere near the Witcher School of the Cat diagrams. Hold on, now I gotta go to it.
They're nowhere near your current level. Well, that's why you gotta wait to do them. I'm in a cutscene too.
So if I craft it later, even though it says it's like a level 12 or 17 or whatever, it'll come out at whatever level I'm at?
Yes, it's going to scale to your level.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. I would have made this griffin armor that I made my collection of.
Well, I mean, you can do that. I can't remember if it scales up after that. But when you make the next set, it should scale up.
Okay.
Like the next step up from it.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
Cutscene.
Okay.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I gave you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack.
How do
A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult...
How do I make them take form I can kill them with?
Listen to me.
Magic trap?
The largest empire the world has
what? Vampires?
No, she's a wraith.
Yeah, magic trap. Yes.
Corporations and nobles seek to depose me.
Jurden is what it's called.
Me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen,
where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who...
Yes, I know my vassals.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
And into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use.
She a cursed one?
At least it seems you kept busy.
Yes, I believe so. Or a wraith. Yeah, cursed wraiths are cursed ones, I think.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Rafael Elen, Kedmil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well, do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the Dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it. Unlike some others, I know.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt? We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse. So he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Forktail's this close to the fortress. Someone's been slacking off. Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Jennifer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this.
Dude, there's gotta be a way to make her...
Need to patch up the walls before...
So I can hit her.
A lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing
right
to
now,
don't see the sense in
for
it?
me to hit her, even with oil on my sword, even with the magic trap, it doesn't do fuck all.
Okay, then throw a dimerium bomb at her. You equip it instead of your cross. It's under your inventory. It's going to be under your bombs. It's going to be dimeridium. Okay? You're going to choose that.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Or see if you can probably craft one.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yen's here already.
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Ah, now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's up to something.
Glad you noticed.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Alright, everybody watching, that's going to do it for the broadcast tonight. I'm going to go off and do some side missions and craft some of the wolf school gear, and I will resume this broadcast when I start the story again. Probably tomorrow sometime, so please subscribe, hit that notification button. As always, like, share. I love you. God bless. Peace out. It's Disposable Heroes signing off.